Okay, so now let's look at one more input that you could have coming into your board. This is the Mackie mixing board, and what this lets us do is bring in a bunch of different inputs and mix it all down to one input because we're sort of limited in our number of inputs on our cute little board. Okay, so things you need to know about the Mackie. Here we got, let's just consider this channel because this is the one we'll be running. In the middle, these are all equalization and pan, which pan is fading left to right. Equalization is you turn up basses or trebles. There's a lot of stuff I could show you about this board, but basically you need to know, here's where your analog inputs, your sound is coming into this through here, and here's the sliders where you turn it up and turn them down. So now I've turned it up, and you can see we have some signal here, and that's good. That's what you want to see. And what you don't want to see is like this, where it's fully maxed out, it's up at the yellows or the reds all the time. If it's not bouncing around a little bit, you know it's no good. So we want to see it doing more like that. Then there's a main mix where you can turn the whole thing up and down. If you have a lot of different inputs coming in, you can turn the whole system up and down here. Other things you need to watch out for on the Mackie is the mute button, which you can press the mute button. There's no light that comes on and says, whoa, the mute button's on, but all of a sudden you're not getting signal. So watch out for the mute button. That's a good thing to check if you're wondering why you're not getting signal. Also, there's a button called solo. Now, solo, when you hit solo, a button does come on. The button says rude solo light, and it is rude indeed because it doesn't let anything else play. So if, again, you're not getting signal through your Mackie, just check to see if any of the solo buttons are pushed, or check for the rude solo light. So there you got that, and we'll just we'll turn it up on the board now. And once it gets to here, it's just like any other input. You need to, okay, it's not really just like any other input. On the Mackie, you can adjust your right and left a little bit more easily than you can on the Ward-Beck system. So for example, let's take a look at the Ward-Beck board. You can see that we don't have a really balanced signal here. The right is going up a little higher. So I'm going to go back to the Mackie. I can cut my right side a little bit, and now you can see back on the Ward-Beck board that they're a little more balanced. So that's a neat feature of the Mackie. That's the Mackie.